And take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And now think of all the things that bother you in life. Whatever bothers you. All the things that you feel painful. What bothers you in life? Think about that. Another deep breath in and breathe out. Again, think of all the things that you like, that you want in your life. All the things that you want in your life, that you would like to have in your life. All the things that you want. Let your mind go into the future. That's where all the wants are. Whatever it is you want, think about it. The mind is in the future. Another deep breath in and breathe out. And think of all the things that bother you. And this is all in the past. All the things that bother you. All your anger, all your regret, all that is in the past. Your guilt, let the mind go in the past. Whatever you are angry about, whatever bothers you, whatever you feel guilty about or you regret, it's all from the past. All over. Just think about all that. Watch the mind in the past. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. Think of all the things that you want. You know, the mind is like that. You want and then you think, oh my God, if I don't get it then? And that's where the fear and anxiety comes. All the fear and anxiety is from the future. Whatever you are scared of, whatever you are anxious about, it's all in the future. Take another deep breath in, big deep breath with a big smile on your face. And breathe out. Relax. And just relax and be. Nothing to do. Totally relax. Another deep breath in. Big smile, bigger breath. Let go, relax. And slowly, gradually, you open your eyes. How do you feel? Good? Something has settled? Yes? So the mind has this tendency of going in the past and the future, 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 past and the future. Incessantly it's in the past and the future. Yes. And the problem with that is it's not just past and future. Because with the past comes all the anger. All the regret. Are, yaar, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I am such a bloody idiot. I should have. Isn't it? So it is not just the past. It brings up these feelings of anger, of regret. Similarly, when you go in the future, when the mind goes in the future, there is fear, because future is unknown. You plan, and then the mind being what it is, no, it goes, but suppose it doesn't happen? And fear will come, anxiety. So past, anger, future, anxiety. This way, whole day, whole life goes in this past, future, past, future, past, future, past, future, past, future. And if you think of all those things that you want in your life, if you can put one word to it, what is it? What do you think? One word for all the things that you want. Peace. Happiness, peace. Isn't it? Why do you want what you want? To be happy. And the mind is going past and future, from where you are going to be happy. Either you are in anger or you are in fear. No chance of happiness. Huh? Then happiness becomes a discrete function. Dot, 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 dot. Right?
The man spoke out at last.
We want it to be continuous. No? How to make it continuous? That is the secret. That is the art of living. This moment, right now, this present moment, what is happening? Now, what's happening? What's happening? Tell me. What's happening? What's happening?
We are living.
What's happening? Click happened. Now. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You know it. What's happening? Achha, let me put it another way. Anything happening? Nothing happening, no. So say, what's happening now? And do you notice when you say nothing, you smile? Because the mind finally drops in the present. And the happiness is in the present moment. Right now, this moment, you can be happy. Can you be happy in past or future? You are having mango milkshake. At that time, can you think of past or future? You are sitting in a roller coaster going, ah! At that time, are you thinking last time? No! Right now, present moment, this moment, you are here, this moment, right now. That's where the happiness is. That's where the love is. Yes? The only problem with this is after some time your hand pains. No? So then we have to go to something else. What are you all the time doing? What is always in the present moment that you are doing? Breathing? No. You are breathing? Are you sure? When are you breathing? When are you breathing? Now you are breathing. Now you are breathing. You cannot postpone or prepone the breath, can you? Oh, what is this in, out, now I have had enough. We will see tomorrow. No. This moment you are breathing. This moment you are breathing. So the secret of catching the mind, which is past, future, is in the breath. It's a very big secret. The breath is the connection between the body and the mind. Have you noticed when there is some emotion in the mind, the breathing pattern changes? And there is a sensation on the body. Right? You get angry. Breath goes. More out breath, no in breath. Have you noticed that? And sensation is here. Yeah. बोलते ना गुस्से से सर भारी हो गया. Right? Okay. You are laughing. How is the breath? There is more in breath, deeper, longer breaths. You are ha 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 करके laugh करते हैं. And where is the sensation? On the stomach. Different emotions have different sensations and different breathing patterns. This is such a cool thing. Right? So that's how a Bharatanatyam dancer can get those emotions on their face. Because they control the breath. Pranayam is part of Bharatanatyam training. Right? So when you control the breath, you control the mind. Mind impossible to control. Say everybody, come on, stay in the present moment. What present moment? Gone already. You have gone for dinner, planned a wedding and come back. Isn't it? Forget about it. Mind you cannot catch. But you can hold it with the breath. Like how a kite is in the sky, you cannot touch the kite. But with the string, you have control. Same way with the mind. Mind you cannot touch. But with the breath you have control. No, if I say breathe fast, you can breathe fast. If I say breathe slow, you can breathe slow. For a few seconds I can say stop breathing, you can stop breathing. All this you can do with the breath. So breath you can control. And through that control, you can make a difference to the mind. This is pranayama. Okay. And why do pranayam? Why do meditation? Why do Sudarshan Kriya? Why do art of living? Valentine's Day, no. So that you can fall in love with yourself. Right. You know, spirituality is all about being in love with you, yourself. Because it's going close to yourself, no. Figuring out who am I? Who am I? So to figure out who am I, you have to become close to who you are, no? Now if you don't like who you are, can you become close to that? If you feel, oh, I am a person full of anger, full of regret, full of guilt, full of fear, full of anxiety, full of this, full of that, you want to be close to that person? Absolutely not. So we do the pranayam, so we do the Sudarshan Kriya, so we learn Sahaj Samadhi meditation. We learn all these things so that we can finally love ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we can love everybody. Mistake, what happens? You don't like yourself, so you try to love someone else who does not like themselves. And then I get too many emails in my inbox. So falling in love with yourself, this is spirituality. Falling in love with others is easy. Very easy. Happens all the time, no? See someone, oh my God, heart has gone somewhere. Not in the chest anymore. So easy it is. But loving yourself, that's a toughie. When you can love yourself, you will be showered with love from other people, because that's what people are looking for. Yes. So this Valentine's Day, you take a sankalpa, you take an intention of falling in love with yourself. Being in love with you. You know, the world is full of really good people. But if you look at the newspapers, it doesn't seem so. No? This corruption, this MLA, that MLA, this terrorist attack, this. So many things are going wrong, you think. But if you actually look around you, it's not so bad. Right? These newspapers only report all the negative things. somewhere some tragedy, plane crash, something like that happens. From 1940, whatever planes have crashed, that whole list will come. Have you ever seen a headline in the newspaper which says today every single plane in the world landed safely? Wouldn't that make you feel good? Today all those people who are traveling for business, for pleasure, to meet people they love, they all managed it. But it happens every day. The world around us is really good. It's really good. People around us are really good people. Yes? And good people know they want to do good things. Yes or no?
Yes.
Doesn't everybody want to do something nice? It is built-in function. See, you go to a very good restaurant, you have fantastic meal. What do you do after that? You give a tip, and then after that when you leave the restaurant, don't you tell friends and family? Arey kya khana hai yaar, jaake khao wahan pe. Fantastic food, you must go and eat it. Yes? If you see a really good movie, what do you do after the movie? You tell people, no. Acha, is the movie producer, director paying you? Is that restaurant owner going to give you discount because you send another 50 people to his restaurant? Then why you are doing it? Because intrinsically, we love to share the good in our life. We want to make a difference to other people. This is how we are built. Altruism is inbuilt in us.
Sir, could you tell that word again? Use that word again.
Altruism. Altruism means I want to make a difference to other people. I want to do something good to other people. Yes? This is inbuilt in us. But there is one problem with good people. Excuses. I want to plant a tree, but I want to go and clean up in the slum and teach those slum children. Every weekend I think I have the time, but... And in this but, life finishes. They say, oh my God, I could have done so much, but... Isn't it? See, the evil people don't do but. I want to blow up the airport. There is no but. They go and blow it up. Ta-da, boom. Isn't it? Good people, we have a problem. We think, what will other people think? Let them think. I will tell you the story of one of our Swamijis. Gurudev sent Swamiji to one place in Punjab. One small place in Punjab. Said, do a padyatra over there. So, the local big business owner, Swamiji, this, that, they put the ads in the newspaper, they put the hoarding, everything. When they showed up over there, where the Padyatra is supposed to start, there is that businessman, there is Swamiji, and one bored dog. Nobody else is there. So this businessman says, Swamiji, let us just go, nobody has come. Swamiji said, no, Guruji has said Padyatra has to happen, Padyatra will happen. So this man says, what Padyatra? There is nobody here. What, you and me will walk? He says, no, we will go get people. So he just walked across the street, caught somebody, give them a hug, and said, Sabko gale lagate chalo, desh ko bachao. Some nara he made, some slogan he made up. 3-4 people like that he did. After that, people started running away whenever he would come. And this businessman is getting more and more embarrassed. Then Swamiji sees one big department store, only one entry. He says, okay, I will go inside. Nobody can come outside without meeting me. By this time, this businessman is feeling so embarrassed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Swamiji says, what am I doing? We have to do Padyatra. No, we need people. So I'm getting people. Come on, you also do. So then this businessman, he became very angry. He said, Aapko sharam nahi aati hai? Don't you feel ashamed doing this? Then Swamiji stopped and said, when some thief is doing some chori, does he feel ashamed? When some person is raping some woman, does he feel ashamed? When somebody is murdering somebody else, do they feel ashamed? When some terrorist is blowing up some innocent people, do they feel ashamed? Because what am I doing? I am doing something for the good of our country. I am doing something good. Why I should feel ashamed? This is the problem. The good people to do good things have so many excuses for not doing them. Yes or no? Everybody has good intention. Yes, we want to make a difference. We want to contribute. You want to change the world. And then there is a but. But I have an exam. But my sister is getting married. But my dog is not all right. But today is Tuesday. Some but. And then you are suddenly 50, 60, 70 years old and say, oh my God, I could have done so much. I could have done so much. No? We recognize this in the art of living. And we have created a program specifically to address this. It's called the Divya Samaj Ka Nirman program, the DSN program. Yeah? And in this next weekend, we are doing a pan-India DSN. More than 100 DSNs are happening simultaneously across the country. And Gurudev himself will be coming live online for sessions with all the participants. So, if you have not done a DSN course, do it. All your excuses will be blown away. You will finally be living the life you want to live. You will finally have the time, have the inclination, have the wherewithal to do the things you only want to do. Okay? Because the DSN is a course where you systematically blow your excuses. It's a little painful. Sometimes very painful. So be careful. He said the DSN is for you to figure out how strong you really are. You think you are strong? Come, let's see. Or if you want to be strong, you see that you have bogged down by the excuses, by the problems in life. Okay, come to the DSN. We'll find a way to blow all those excuses out of the water. Right? So that you can become a socially active, responsible, happy citizen of the country, of the world, of the planet. Okay. So this Valentine's Day, take this opportunity to fall in love with yourself and make other people fall in love with themselves. It's such a blessing to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, wow. Right? Then you are not looking for compliment and praise from other people. Otherwise what? You don't like yourself and you say, come on, you praise me. Do you get it? Am I making sense? Yes. You know, many people limit Valentine's Day to just you and me. It's such a small thing. Love is such a big thing. Yeah. You know, Dinesh and I wrote a book. It's called Ready, Study, Go. It has made it to the most memorable books of 2016 in Amazon. This month, February, it has made it to the top 25 books of India. Amazon Goodreads of February. Right? If you have still not read it, please read it. Fantastic it is. Ready, Study, Go. It's about learning to learn. Smart ways to learn. We are all learning something or the other. All the time. Whether you are 6 or 60. You have to learn. Isn't it? If there is a technique to learning, wouldn't that be great to know? Yeah. Through miserable failure and trial and error, I learnt. And this book contains our secrets, Dinesh and my secrets. It covers a lot of things, not just about studying, but also about diet, about nutrition, about exercise, about relationships, about how to handle teams, because all these are required to learn effectively. No? You have to sit and learn a new language, for example, and you have just had a fight with your girlfriend or your wife. Can you focus? Impossible. So you need to know how to handle relationships. You had a problem in the office. Your team is not working properly. Can you focus? You need to know how to handle teams. Whether you are a team leader or you are part of the team. Right? So fall in love with yourself this Valentine's Day. Fall in love with learning. You know, people grow older because they stop learning. You see a child, what is the difference between a child and an adult? Child wants to know, adult says, I know. I know everything. Now stop giving your bhashan. I know. And you look at that face. No? You go to any downtown area of any city, it's a morgue. All dead people walk. Zombies. No, just look at the face. You go to Nariman Point in Bombay, look at the people's face over there. Are these people in love with themselves? They can't stand themselves. And then they go out and be with others who can't stand themselves. And they call that relationship. Huh? You go to Connaught Place, Delhi. Bigger morgue it is. Or you go to MG Road, Bangalore. So stressed, so tired. What is the point of living life like that? Huh? That's why you come to an Art of Living course. To fall in love with yourself. Get that technology. Then read some books like Ready, Steady, Go. So that you learn how to learn, fall in love with learning. And then you can fall in love with the country. Instead of making just one person your Valentine, you can make 1 billion people your Valentine. By 1 billion, you can make 7.5 billion people your Valentine. Fall in love with the planet. Fall in love with your country. No? For that you require very solid peace of mind. You know the story of Prahlad? Right? Prahlad, no, his father was against Lord Narayana, Mahishasur. No, what was his name? Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was Prahlad's father, and Prahlad was a devotee of Lord Narayana, the little boy. And Hiranyakashipu did all he could to stop. And then there were a lot of special effects and a lot of Steven Spielberg would have loved to make a movie out of it. But basically what happens is that Lord Narayana comes in the very bhayanak form, very scary form of Narsimhan and kills this fellow, rips him apart. And then Prahlad sits for meditation for some, 500,000 years. At that time they used to do that. I find it difficult for half an hour, 1 hour. Yes. Anyway, so finally he gets enlightened. He gets enlightened, then Lord Narayana Hari comes to him and says, come on, now you go and rule the kingdom. So Prahlad says, 1,000 years I have sat and meditated and cleared my head and come out of the sanskara and come out of the world and all my attachment. Now you are saying, go and rule the kingdom. What's the matter with you? He says, now you are ready to rule. With all your craving, aversion, problem, how you could have been a good king? He says, now you are ready to rule. It's only when our mind becomes clear, pure, clean, then we become human. Otherwise, we are animals. This year, make this decision, Valentine's Day. Not just people. Let me love me. And through launching our little newsletter. Okay, there are many people, me and Dinesh and me, so many people. So tonight we are launching our newsletter. Dinesh and me, we have traveled 35, 36 countries around the world. We have so many students, so many places all over the world, and they all ask, what are you guys doing? Yeah, what do you do? How is your day? What are you reading? What movie are you watching? Are you watching movies? What yoga are you doing? What exercise are you doing? What are you eating? We get these questions all out. So we thought, okay, let us make this little newsletter where we say all these things. This month we did this. Okay, so if you want to know more about what's happening in Dinesh and my life and the people around us, and of course what's happening in Art of Living, and the world in general, whatever we find interesting, you can subscribe to our newsletter. You can subscribe by going to bit.ly/BND News. Baba and Dinesh, BND News. You can do it right now if you want. Just open your phone and do it. Yeah. And tonight, after this Facebook Live event, all those people who have subscribed will receive the first newsletter. Okay. It has a post that I wrote about Valentine's Day. It has a post about Shivratri that is coming up soon. You know, February is this month of love. If Valentine's Day is falling in love with each other, Shivratri is falling in love with God. Yeah? And amazingly, you know, Gurudev talked about the Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, which is about Bhakti Yoga. It's about love again. Yes, February has turned out to be the month of love. And this thing about, I'm very, very excited about this Bhagavad Gita talk, because for the first time we have recorded the Bhagavad Gita that Gurudev talked about on the Blu-ray and 5.1 surround format. So all those people with superb TVs and fantastic home theater systems, you know, if you watch this, it will feel as if you are in the ashram. That is the way it's been recorded. So keep watching and waiting for that release. So a lot of exciting things coming up. Yeah, Dinesh and I will be teaching an advanced course in March in Rishikesh. In a day or two, you will get all the details. Of course, it will include rafting and really good food, and of course, the amazing silence that happens in Rishikesh next to the Ganga. Okay, so it's around the 20th of March to the 25th of March, around those dates, 5, 6, plus or minus 1 day. Yeah, and it's a very limited course, only 200 people. You know, last time we had opened the Rishikesh advanced course, it got full in 6 hours. So I'm giving you advance notice. As soon as the course is declared and open, book, because the 201st person, even if you put the money inside, we'll have to return the money and say no. Right? Okay. So lots of interesting things have happened this month. I cannot end before I talk about my mother. She died, passed away about a month ago. It's been a month. It's amazing how time flies. And I know that she's in a much, much better place. And one thing that I have not said so far, but I think I should now, is that one of my wishes was that our book Ready, Steady, Go, she would see. She was critically ill for a very long time, and she was suffering and in tremendous pain. She had paralysis and all the consequences thereof. And it was a huge hurry because I didn't know when she would suddenly leave. And thanks to our publishers, HarperCollins, and the amazing team over there, they managed to get the book out in time. And when I gave it to Mummy, you know, because of the paralysis and because of whatever had happened in her brain, she could hardly recognize anything anymore. But when she got that book in her hand, she smiled and she looked at me and she recognized. And something just felt right. So a big thank you to HarperCollins for making that little dream of mine come true. It was just about a month after she had that book in her hand that she passed on. And she died listening to the Guru Puja. It was a very royal exit that Gurudev gave her. She died while she was in meditation. And I'm sure she's in a much, much, much more beautiful place and pain-free now. And maybe listening to what we are saying. Yeah. So, yeah. It's because of Mom that I'm here and that all this is happening. It's because of our mothers that we are all here. And give a hug while you can.